This is Pleioblastus viridistriatus Dwarf Greenstripe, and it's a variegated, slightly striped dwarf bamboo. It gets 2 to 4 feet tall, and it spreads by runners like many bamboos do. You're going to see here in just a moment that in this planting we used a root barrier to control it, which you can use to some success with various bamboos depending on how aggressive they are. So this likes part shade generally, or morning sun. This is in a hot inland valley in Northern California. Gets in 90s and the hundreds with low humidity, so you see some burned leaves here. This had been underwatered for a little while. I'm going to jump around here. This shows the root barrier that I was talking about. I recommend that if you're going to use a root barrier to control these, that you take that root barrier down 18 to 24 inches deep and have it come up a couple of inches above grade so that the runners don't crawl over the top of it and break out. So what I love about this as a design element is the color and the size. It's very controllable as bamboos go. It's a lovely color. This one doesn't show it as well as I would like. In that you can see there are a number of kind of toasted leaves on this plant, but if you look closely you'll see some of the nice green stripes in the yellowy green leaves, and that's the character of this. When you put it in a shady area, that color really comes out, and so that chartreuse brings some light into the space. Also, there's just something about the texture of bamboos in general for the right plant design situation that this can be a very nice addition if it's the right setting. Bamboos in general don't need a lot of water. These benefit if you're going to put them in some sun like this one is, that you give them a little help there and water a little more. They're not particularly fussy about the soil in my experience. We have a lot of clay in our area, and these do just fine with that. So let's see. So for tropical, subtropical effects, and just for an interesting foliage break, also deer tolerant. You know, the bamboo species tend to be that way. I would not call this drought tolerant, although I think it will take some, but as you can see, this one was put through more than it should have been, and it's showing that. Also, one of the things they recommend with this plant is in the winter it's partially deciduous. It's hardy down to about 0 degrees Fahrenheit, but it benefits from being cut down all the way down to the ground or close to it in the winter, so that you get all new shoots showing up with the bright green color, or chartreuse color with the green stripe in the spring. And that is what I can tell you about dwarf greenstripe, or Pleioblastus viridistriatus. Really nice dwarf bamboo and great color foliage in the right setting. Enjoy.